This is Sunday Live with Jeff Koinange and Olive Barrows.
It is another Sunday in March, the very last Sunday actually, and Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak.
To all our Muslim brothers and sisters out there. We have a great show for you tonight, including the raging debate. The Ruto must go debate rages on.
Yeah, the Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has weighed in, and David Maraga says he is considering a run for the presidency, but the people will decide.
Wow. Of course, we've got a usual weekly feature, Citizen Planet. So start tweeting at Koinange Jeff.
To Barrows at Citizen TV Kenya.
The hashtag is Sunday Live. Sunday Live begins right now.
Tonight.
Those two gentlemen are speaking from information. They are warning you, they are warning your country, they are warning your future.
It was sound advice. Murkomen, Chief of Defense Forces Charles Kahariri's stance on Ruto must go chants as debate on his remarks rages on.
Maraga's 2027 presidential bid. Former Chief Justice David Maraga says he is consulting over running for presidency and dismisses claims that he is a government project.
Marking the end of Ramadan, Muslims throng worship centers across the country to celebrate Eid al-Fitr.
Draft at Afia House. New Health CS Aidan Duale vows to dismantle cartels at Afia House as he appoints an audit team to probe NHIF pending bills.
And welcome to the broadcast. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Yula Nzale. Olive?
Thanks, Jeff. And as you indicated at the very start, Interior and National Administration Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen and National Assembly Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah have come to the defense of the Chief of Defense Forces, General Charles Kahariri, who has kicked up a major storm with his remarks on the Ruto must go political slogan. Speaking at separate events, the two Kenya Kwanza leaders said the military chief was only referring to constitutional provisions on presidential terms. Ayub Abdikadir has that report.
In his defense of the Chief of Defense Forces, General Charles Kahariri, Interior CS Kipchumba Murkomen said the general, alongside the Director General of the National Intelligence Service, Nurdin Haji, were offering informed opinions for the benefit of Kenyans.
Those two gentlemen are speaking from information. They are warning you, they are warning your country, they are warning your future. You are making social media arguments here and politicians speaking out here and there. My friend, the future of a country needs order. Otherwise, there is a reason why this country is in peace.
The CS defended General Kahariri, saying the Constitution provided for legal avenues to remove a president from office.
Tukifanya election, kuna njia ya kwenda kutoa watu kwa viti. Mtu akikosea, kuna njia ya impeachment.
Making reference to the Gen Z protests that rocked the country mid last year, Murkomen warned that freedom without limits could be dangerous for the country.
Umejiwachilia kusema Gen Z tu wanataka kuongea. Waje Gen Z waseme vile wanataka, waje wafanye vile wanataka. Hakuna kitu dunia hii. Freedom without control is dangerous for our society and for our children.
By the way, the military one.
Also speaking in defense of General Kahariri was the National Assembly Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah.
CDF hakuongea siasa, alisema vile katiba inasema. Kama unataka kuondoa kiongozi kwa kiti, kiongozi yoyote, hata mbunge, ungoje wakati wa uchaguzi ama ufanye recall kulingana na katiba. Lakini wale wanaongea hayo, unajua walikuwa wameamini mwaka uliopita ati wamefaulu kupindua serikali ya William Ruto.
Elsewhere, opposition leaders sustained their criticism of the Ruto must go pushback by the general, accusing the military chief of misfiring politically.
The Kenya Defense Forces is the most respected military, not just in Africa, worldwide. because it has always been apolitical and it has remained very, very professional. Juzi nimeona CDF mkuu wa majeshi akianza kuingilia maneno ya siasa. Wachia siasa sisi bwana. Tunakuheshimu. Jeshi ya Kenya has been very professional for so many years na imeheshimika sana.
General Kahariri kicked up a storm last Thursday when he slammed the Ruto Must Go slogan in remarks made at a rare public lecture hosted by the National Intelligence Service. Ayub Abdikadir, Citizen TV.
At the same time, former Chief Justice David Maraga says he is engaging in wide consultations to determine whether he should run for the presidency in 2027 elections. Speaking in Kisii County, Maraga says he is ready to take on President William Ruto on the ballot and dismissed claims that he is a state project set up against former Cabinet Secretary Dr. David Matiang'i. Let's get more from our very own Stephen Leto.
Retired Chief Justice David Maraga has been making curious and increasingly frequent public engagements, but remains cagey when confronted with a question on whether he intends to run for president in 2027 election. When faced with a question in Kisii today, Maraga said he is in the process of consulting Kenyans.
We are talking, I told you, we are talking with people. It is, at the end of the day, you know, the choice is the people's choice. If you asked me, I will tell you, I'm the right one.
Maraga, who has recently called on the Gen Z to stand up again and defend their rights, has dismissed claims that he is a state project set up to counter former CS Fred Matiang'i, who is speculated to also eye the presidency.
The other one would also say it's the right one. At the end of the day, it is the people who will decide. Just relax, wait. In due course, you will make up your mind yourself whether or not I'm a state project.
Few kilometers from where Maraga spoke, another team of Gusii leaders led by Kisii Senator Richard Onyonka was vigorously fronting former CS Matiang'i for the 2027 presidential run.
We have decided that as a community and as Kenyans, we are also going to set up our own political party. We are going to produce our own candidate who will negotiate with the president and all the other people who are running for political office in this country. And that candidate is none other Fred Okengo Matiang'i.
Tuko na kijana wetu wa hapa nyumbani ambaye tunampaka mafuta. Tunataka akuje kukutana na President William Ruto unyo kwa unyo 2027, anaitwa Fred Matiang'i.
Meantime, retired Chief Justice Maraga has urged the IEBC selection panel that is currently conducting interviews for commissioners to put together a team worthy of public expectations.
We are praying that they selected fit people, honest people to deliver a free and fair election.
The interviews for the commissioners of the IEBC resumes on Tuesday. Stephen Leto, Citizen TV.
Muslims in the country joined other faithful across the world in marking Eid al-Fitr to mark the end of the holy month of Ramadan. Muslim religious and political leaders who attended prayers across the country used the occasion to call for peace and reconciliation. Gatete Njoroge has that report.
From the young to the old, braced the chilly weather to attend special prayers to mark Eid al-Fitr, the end of holy month of Ramadan. Besides the prayers, messages of compassion, good family values and peace dominated.
Wanawake ambao wako chini yetu ni wanadamu kama sisi. Wanawake ambao wako chini yetu watakikana tuwafanyie wema na kuwazungumzisha maneno mazuri na kuonesha matendo mazuri, na wewe kuwajibika katika mambo ya nyumbani, usimtie mke wako dhiki.
In Mombasa and Kwale counties, calls on youths to desist from engaging in criminal activities dominated the special prayers held at Tononoka grounds and Mwamgunga Primary School grounds. Mining Cabinet Secretary Hassan Joho and his sports counterpart Salim Vuria joined hundreds of Muslim faithful who turned up for the prayers.
Vijana pia wawe watulivu tu. Haisaidii kupiga mtu kipanga umuibie. How would you feel? Kama umempiga mtu panga umuibie, how would you feel kama mama yako ndio amepigwa panga na mwingine? How would you feel? ama dadako, ama babako. So let's just be careful. Unajua, tuwe tu watulivu na tuamini Mwenyezi Mungu.
Tuendelee kuwajali wale ambao hawajiwezi katika jamii, na pia nataka kuhimiza ujumbe wa amani, ujumbe wa kuhakikisha tumeweka county yetu, tumeweka nchi yetu kuwa na amani, na tuzidi kuunga mkono rais wetu anapoendelea kuwaunganisha Wakenya.
In Kirinyaga and Nakuru counties, Muslim communities in the areas used the occasion to pledge to register for the national identity cards following the removal of the mandatory vetting by the government, which proved a challenge in acquiring the identification document.
Tunapongeza ile idea ameweka rais wa Kenya, tuseme Waislamu walikuwa wamehangaika kutoka border districts na wasiokuwa Waislamu, ile amefungua hiyo.
At General Muhammad grounds in Garissa, where residents and leaders gathered to mark the end of the holy month, leaders raised concerns over floods ravaging parts of the county and called on the national government to help them mitigate.
Our farmers suffer heavily because of the dams being released upstream. When that happens, the floods completely destroy our farms.
Apart from the prayers, families are also busy preparing delicacies to celebrate Eid al-Fitr. Gatete Njoroge, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
Again, Eid Mubarak to all our Muslim brothers and sisters watching us from across the country, around the region, and across the world. Now, in Matororo village in Nyamira County, residents are now calling for increased security surveillance after a middle-aged woman was raped and murdered in her house. 56-year-old Helen Kwamboka was attacked and killed by her nephew, who residents say is a serial rapist known in the village. As Laura Otieno reports, irate residents lynched and buried the suspect. Take a listen.
Residents of Motororo village woke up to a rude shock on Thursday last week after a middle-aged woman was raped and killed in her house. 56-year-old Melen Kwamboka was accosted by her 26-year-old nephew, who has been identified as Edwin Nyangicha. Nyangicha buried his aunt in a shallow grave before surrendering and confessing to the area chief.
Nikamuuliza, umemweka wapi sasa? Kama ako na kamba kwa mikono. Kaniambia, nimeweka huku. Kwa hiyo kaburi yenye mnaona hapo. Walimunyakua hata hatukuchua vile walifanya, hata walimunyakua kama mwewe ambaye ananyakua kifaranga ya kuku. Wakamupepa na kumpeleka paka kwa uwanja hapa juu.
The irate mob then killed the suspect, whom they say has been a repeat offender.
Hii kijana ni mtu mbaya, anali kwa hii kijiji yote. Yeye ni mtu mkora, mchanja, anatembea pahali ni uishi.
Residents now want the government to increase vigilance to tame insecurity in the area.
Hatuko secure, hata sasa hii kijiji wanawake hatutembei. Tunafunga nyumba saa 12. So tutetewe pia.
The body of the slain woman has been taken to the Kisii Hospital morgue. Laura Otieno, Citizen TV.
Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja has broken his silence over the case of a missing police officer in Haiti, saying the search mission is still on and information will be relayed once Benedict Kabiru is found. The family of the missing officer has, however, raised concerns over little information shared by police on the search mission 6 days after he went missing, after they were ambushed by a gang while on a rescue mission. A prayer service to seek heavenly intervention was held on Sunday afternoon at their home in Thamanda, Kikuyu. Gatete Njoroge has more.
Tears flow freely at the home of Benedict Kabiru. Family and friends are overwhelmed with emotions 6 days after their kin went missing in a foreign land while on a rescue mission. It is not just about Kabiru missing in a land full of criminal gangs battling security officers, but also the little information shared by police.
Sasa najiuliza mahali yako nini inaendelea? Walinyamaza Wenye tu tumenyamaziwa ama wanaendelea tu. Kwa sababu mimi obi yangu niambie mahali wamefikisha. Sasa tumeenda from where alitorokea tumeenda kilomita kadhaa.
Tangu Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday na Friday tumekuwa na ofisi ya Sub-County Commander wa AP. Na tangu wakati huo kila wakati anatuambia tungoje, tunashinda hapo siku yote. Anatuambia wako search and rescue mission paka sasa.
The long wait is taking a toll not just on the family but the larger Dhamanda community.
Nimekuwa nikisubua my brother, my sisters, nimekuwa nikiwasubua ndio wanipeleke huko. Nikirudi nyumbani nakuja sasa najikuta na bibi na mtoto. Mtoto maswali ni ile mingi. So sasa I'm supposed to go to the university. What if my father is dead? Sasa nashindwa kumjibu. Namwambia sasa utasoma na utasoma.
Kama ni mama namwangalia, sometimes anaenda nakosa nguvu, hakuli, halali. Alafu it is a traumatizing to our minds.
Community wakati walipata hii jambo wamekuwa na maswali mingi. Kila wakati hata wanazidi wakiuliza, wanauliza watu yao kama mimi sasa chairman wa community policy upande huu. Hata mimi maswali niko na mingi naulizwa.
Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja, who joined Muslim community for Eid celebrations in Isili, has maintained that an active search operation for Kabiru is underway in Haiti.
Tuko na officer yetu ule bado ako missing na bado tunazidi kutafuta na tumpata. Na tukimpata tutawajulisha pia.
Kanja, who loaded the Kenyan contingent in Haiti for pacifying the volatile nation 9 months after they landed as part of the multinational security support mission, did not, however, divulge information on whether the missing officer is alive or dead. There have been conflicting reports over the status of Kabiru since he disappeared on March 25th. A statement from Haiti's Transitional Presidential Council had last week indicated that a security officer died during the ambush when Kabiru went missing. For now, the family of the missing officer clings on hope that soon they will get good news. Gatete Njoroge, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
More sad news to report, and a family in Nakuru is mourning the passing of their 2 sons in a tragic road accident on Saturday evening. The 2 brothers lost their lives when the car they were traveling in was involved in a 3-vehicle pileup at Gilgil along the Nairobi-Nakuru highway. Very own Brenda Wanga has more.
At the Gilgil Sub-County mortuary, the loss visited upon this family weighs also heavily on the relatives of the late David Mwangi and his brother Paul Mwangi. Their deaths, so sudden and tragic, have left their kin reeling in shock and pain. The 2 brothers were the victims of a 3-vehicle car accident that happened last evening along the Nairobi-Nakuru highway at Gilgil. David was the firstborn son, while Paul was the lastborn. They were heading back to Nakuru from Naivasha when the accident occurred. David's wife recounts the last time she saw her husband alive.
Alikuwa ametoka nyumbani around 6:30 akienda shamba Naivasha. Lakini baadaye ndio nilipata simu. Alafu nikapata wageni wakikuja home, ndio nikaona kuna shida mahali.
Paul had left his home earlier in the day. His widow says she was apprehensive when she couldn't reach him on phone.
Mimi mwadhini nilianza kumtafuta kutoka saa 10. Simu haikuingia, 5 nikamtafuta, 6 nikamtafuta, saa 2 ndio nikafika kwa nyumba, mimi nikampigia simu, saa 3 nikamtafuta, mimi nikaenda tu nikalala nikimgoja, saa 4:45 nilijaribu tena kumpigia, simu haikuingia. Wakati tu niliweka simu chini tu hivi, rafiki yangu akanipigia, akaanza kunipea maneno, mimi nilikata simu.
Paul, David, and 2 farm workers were traveling in this vehicle that is now a wreck. Traffic police reports indicate that a trailer driver was trying to overtake other vehicles on the highway when he collided head-on with the Toyota Prado, and one of the containers fell on the vehicle, killing the two brothers, while the two workers survived with injuries. Those who worked with the deceased David at the county government of Nakuru's education department remember him as an astute public servant.
He's a very diligent and dedicated man. He loved his work and he loved all of us, and he was a father figure in the department. So yesterday around in the evening, we received a distress call and we were told that one of us was involved in a road accident.
Bodies of the deceased have been moved from Gilgil to Nakuru as the family of the deceased brothers begin to plan for their funerals. Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV.
Our condolences go to the family. Health Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale has acknowledged cartels at Afya House who have frustrated successive leadership at the Ministry of Health headquarters. He's vowed to clean up the mess as he prepares to officially take office on Tuesday. Duale says he is equal to the task ahead. The CS on Friday gazetted a special committee to verify pending NHIF medical claims, a move aimed at addressing the financial crisis that has left hospitals struggling. But despite his bold promises, skepticism remains, with doctors questioning whether he is the right man for the job. Mary Moki has more.
Newly appointed Health Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale has assured Kenyans that corruption at the Ministry of Health will soon be a thing of the past. The former Garissa Township legislator hit the ground running at his new posting by appointing the NHIF Pending Medical Claims Verification Committee to review and analyze outstanding NHIF claims. The CS acknowledging the presence of cartels at the Health Ministry who continue to frustrate efforts to streamline operations at Afya House.
I'm going there to make sure that there will be no corruption in Afya House. There will be no cartels. I want to assure that the people of Kenya that it will be the end of corruption. I will face cartels. I have full mandate from the president.
As he officially takes leadership at Afya House on Tuesday, he comes into an overflowing in-tray. His biggest test, however, will be addressing the backlog of unpaid NHIF claims, which has left hospitals struggling to stay afloat. Friday's gazettement of a special committee to verify pending medical claims mirrors the work of the now-defunct NHIF Transition Committee, which previously flagged a 25.8 billion debt owed to hospitals and healthcare providers. That debt has been a major pain point, leading private hospitals to withdraw services and faith-based institutions to threaten shutdowns.
So I want to commit myself that all the challenges, from the doctors' strike to the challenges we had in SHA and SHE, to all the challenges that faces the health care, access and quality health care of our citizens, that will be my key priority.
The reshuffle and gazettement of the special committee comes barely a fortnight after President William Ruto issued a directive for all NHIF claims under 10 million to be paid immediately, adding that all claims of 10 million and above will be subjected to a fresh verification exercise. While the government insists the move is necessary to curb fraud, hospitals says the delays are suffocating healthcare operations. Duale now faces the tough task of balancing financial accountability while ensuring uninterrupted service for millions of Kenyans.
We said we must engage.
But even as Duale talks tough, skepticism from stakeholders in the industry over his suitability remain. The Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Union has threatened a strike if intern doctor salaries are not reinstated. KMPDU Secretary General Davji Atela has also raised concerns about what he termed as the continued politicization of the health sector following the cabinet reshuffle.
I saw the new minister has been brought into office. She's a politician. I just want to warn her that she do not politicize our issues, because then we don't participate in politics. We only participate in withholding our skills. And therefore, no amount of politics can resolve the issues that are pending.
Mary Mwoki, Citizen TV.
All right, on to politics now. And President William Ruto is set to begin his 5-day tour of the Mount Kenya region on Tuesday with a bag of goodies worth billions of shillings. Now, the head of state, who has not been to the region for nearly 6 months, will begin his trip in Laikipia County. And as Emmanuel Toh now reports, a section of Rift Valley leaders allied to President Ruto have slammed former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua for allegedly making statements that may incite the region against the president on his tour. Take a listen.
The president's week-long tour after a long break from the region will cover 9 counties of Laikipia, Nyeri, Meru, Kirinyaga, Nyandarua, Murang'a, Embu, Tharaka Nithi and Kiambu, where he's set to inspect, commission and launch projects. On the first day of the tour, the president is expected to visit modern fresh produce markets in various stages of completion as he seeks to deliver his promise to Mama Mbogas to ensure they have adequate space and sanitation at their places of work. 500 markets are being rolled out nationally, with the president also expected to launch and inspect more in the counties he will visit. The tentative itinerary from State House also shows that the head of state will visit the section of Mau Mau Road under construction in Lari constituency in Kiambu County. Mau Mau roads were recently allocated 5 billion shillings and are being built along the Aberdare and Mount Kenya forests in Kiambu, Murang'a, Nyandarua and Nyeri counties. The ongoing construction of the county aggregation and industrial parks KIPES in the 9 counties of Mount Kenya. The national government and counties are collaborating with the construction of 47 KIPES, one in every county at a cost of 500 million shillings each, with the 2 levels of government contributing 250 million shillings each to construct them. The head of state will also be on the trail to launch more affordable housing projects. These as more MPs from the region allied to the government continued to rally their constituents to welcome the president peacefully and shun divisive politics.
Wamesema wako tayari. Mko tayari ama mko tayari? Mko tayari ama mko tayari? Wacha nione kwa mikono. Rais William Ruto umekaribishwa hapa Murang'a County.
Na mimi ninataka kuomba vijana, mtu asitumiwe kukuja kuharibu mkutano wa rais. Mtu akijaribu kukuja kuharibu mkutano wa rais atapambanwa na yeye na mkono wa serikali, si ndio?
These, as more leaders allied to the president from the Rift Valley region, cautioned the former DP Rigathi Gachagua for his comments Saturday that they say may end up charging the crowd against the president.
We want to tell you, my friend Rigathi Gachagua, leave the president alone. Let him do his job. Kenyans will judge him, and nobody has given you the authority to tell us which government is going to be 1 term or not. In any case, you did not even finish half a term. The government of William Ruto, on the basis of track record, will do 2 terms, and it will transform the economy and the lives of Kenyans.
Apart from the development goodies, the president is also expected to delve into the politics of the region, which catapulted him to State House, with many expecting explanations as to why he kicked out his former deputy from office. Emmanuel Toh, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
All right, on that note, we're going to take our first break here on Sunday Live. Tell you, there's plenty more ahead. Rowdy Youth in Kiambu.
Yes.
Battle Askaris. We'll give you that. And of course, our weekly feature, Citizen Planet.
That's right.
Keep tweeting at Kwenanga Jeff.
At O Burrows, at Citizen TV Kenya.
The hashtag is Sunday Live. Sunday Live takes a break. We'll be back. In the meantime, coming up. Coming up, scores injured in Kiambu as County Askaris battle with rowdy youth over a market project.
Investing helps you build a financial safety net for unexpected expenses, such as medical emergencies or job loss, reducing reliance on debt and giving you more control over your financial decisions.
Owe your money daily with ZD Money Market Fund, powered by M-Pesa. Opt in on your M-Pesa app or dial *334# today. Terms and conditions apply.
ZD. It starts with little moments of courage. To stepping out into the new world with confidence. Taking leaps of faith. Spreading your wings and soaring to new heights. Your mother's love is with you wherever you go. Stay soft. Nothing lasts like mom's love.
New Pepsodent Herbal, introducing a unique combination of natural ingredients with herbal extracts, salt and mint in an antibacterial formula for fresh breath, strong teeth and healthy gums that protects you and your family. Pepsodent Herbal, every smile matters.
Kila safari huanza na ndoto. Ndoto za kufanikiwa maishani. Ndoto za kufanikiwa kibiashara. Ndoto za kufanikiwa kimaendeleo. For 4 decades, we have been your trusted partner, witnessing the achievements of each generation. As we celebrate 40 years, our promise is to be with you for life. Tufanikishe zaidi.
It starts with little moments of courage. To stepping out into the new world with confidence. Taking leaps of faith. Spreading your wings and soaring to new heights. Your mother's love is with you wherever you go. Stay soft. Nothing lasts like mom's love.
This is me at Stanbic Private Banking. What does it feel like? It's living a rich financial legacy for my family. It's more than banking. It's investing skillfully. It's planning wisely. It's living joyfully. It's banking easily. It's me walking boldly into my future. Start your journey. Visit www.stanbic.co.ke. Stanbic Bank is regulated by the Central Bank of Kenya.
In your farm you have to notice gugu yenye inakufa na yenye ikufi. So yenye haikufi ndo unakuja na kisu unalingoa.
My mom and dad are getting back together. So stay out of the way.
It is exactly 32 minutes past the hour. Welcome back to Sunday Live here at Citizen Television. Olive.
Jeff, Interior and National Administration Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has said the government will conclusively probe the murder of a 17-year-old girl in Wajir. Speaking in Meru County, Murkomen said harmful cultural practices will not be tolerated by the government, adding that the law does not recognize practices that conflict with the Constitution. The Cabinet Secretary further called on religious leaders to make it a priority to preach against harmful cultural practices.
Nataka niwaombe pia eswa nyinyi kanisa, mkifikia tukikuwa kwa kanisa tufikie pia wale wako kwa mashinani. Kuna hizi itikadi ambayo inaharibu these traditions yenye inaharibu maisha ya wananchi. Kuna umeliona jana ama juzi ati mtoto alikuwa analazimisha kuoa mzee huko Wajir. Now I know those behaviors, that was one of the highlighted cases, but I know in many areas of our country kuna watu bado wanafanya hizo practices. We have said as security we do not recognize any tradition that is in conflict with the law. If you are going to practice any of these practices, We are going to arrest you as you've seen the arrests that have happened in those parts of the country, because there is no tradition that is sacred that is going to hurt the people of Kenya.
Yeah, in other news, scores of people are nursing injuries in Kiambu County after rowdy youth clashed with the county askaris. Now, the clash was prompted by a standoff over Ngoliba Market in Thika, with Thika MP Alice Nganga and the county government battling over its control. Let's get more from our very own Willie Lusige.
The Ngoliba Market in Kiambu County, located in Thika, became a battleground when youth clashed with county guards who were protecting the contested and under construction market. Several vehicles were damaged during the chaos. The conflict arose from the Kiambu County government's decision to send its guards to secure the market to block a contractor awarded the tender by the national government from commencing the work. The Kiambu County government says it had awarded the work to another contractor.
National government walikuja wakaingia kwa soko bila idhini yoyote ya county na bila community awareness.
Kiambu County government insists that constructing markets is its responsibility and claims that those advocating for national government to build the market have other hidden motives, including seizing parts of the land allocated for the market, for which the county government has already set aside 50 million shillings for construction.
Soko ni kazi ya county. Mjumbe ako na mahali 100 ya kupeleka pesa. Mjumbe anaweza kwenda ajenge shule mpya. Anaweza kujenga police station mpya. It's about 6 acres. Na kuna soko ndani. Sasa mtu anajua kwamba akiingia pale atasema anajenga soko na awache amekata nusu yake, mtakuja kugundua baada ya miaka 10 na ni shamba inalengwa, sio soko.
The county government has also received a court order to stop the construction of the market until the case filed by the county government challenging the national government's contract to build the market is concluded. Willie Lusige, Citizen TV.
Further afield, the United Nations has warned that a severe shortage of medical supplies is hampering the response to a deadly earthquake that hit Myanmar on Friday as the search for survivors continues. More than 1,700 people have been killed following the huge 7.7 magnitude earthquake that also impacted neighboring countries, including Thailand. In Bangkok, a 12th body was recovered late on a Saturday evening from the site of a collapsed high-rise, and in Mandalay, Myanmar, a woman was recovered alive after being trapped under the rubble for 30 hours. In war-torn Myanmar, the National Unity Government, which is in exile, announced a 2-week pause in offensive military operations in areas affected by the earthquake. So
you spoke to the ambassador?
Yes, earlier I chatted with Kenya's ambassador to Thailand, Lindsay Kiptines, and he said so far they have no report of Kenyans killed. The 77 who are on the border of Myanmar and Thailand are fine, according to the reports he's received, but I chatted with a few of them, and they shared images of cracks on the walls of the building where they're being held, but they say they are fine, but we wait to see what will come out of the epicenter in Mandalay. So the ambassador says they're still keeping an ear out and an eye out for any developments.
Absolutely. Good stuff. Wish them all the very best out there. Yeah. All right, folks, switching gears here, some great news for our colleagues here at Royal Media. Citizen TV's Swahili news anchor Lulu Hassan and senior political affairs reporter Stephen Leto were last night crowned as the best in East Africa at the prestigious Consumer Choice Awards, scooping the most preferred female and male mainstream media presenters of the year 2025 in the awards gala held last night in Nairobi. Now, the win by the duo further cements Royal Media Services' space as the leading media house in East and Central Africa. Emmanuel To has more.
The star-studded award gala by the Consumer Choice Awards 2025 saw top Citizen TV journalists scoop major awards as the curtains fell on the search for the creme de la creme brands and personalities in East Africa. In the most preferred female mainstream media presenter of the year category, fans' favorite Citizen TV's Swahili news anchor Lulu Hassan emerged top, taking home the coveted award. Lulu's award was picked by Citizen TV team as she was away on official duty.
Stephen Leto.
Citizen TV's senior political affairs reporter Stephen Leto was also feted, emerging overall winner in the male mainstream media presenter of the year category and honored for his stellar political reporting.
I'm so happy. I'm also so glad to Citizen TV, my employer, for giving me the platform to shine. And I only ask all of you to keep on or to keep watching Citizen TV kwa sababu hiyo ndio stesheni nambari 1.
And also Citizen TV, Royal Media Services, to keep watching. We're the best and we keep being the best and we promise you the best. Thank you.
I thank you all for joining us tonight and I hope you have a good time celebrating and do enjoy the rest of your evening.
Other top Kenyan brands were also recognized for their service to their customers, with the organizers calling for more people-centered media coverage.
When I read all the newspapers, the front page has to have a face of a politician. How I wish that a time will come that a front page will have the photo of Diana being here in Kenya with this award.
I would like to thank all the customers who have voted for us and who have trusted us, and we have won this award because the customers supported us.
The award now further entrenches Royal Media Services as the best media house in Kenya and beyond, giving Kenyans the most preferred contents. Consumer Choice Awards is a leading business and corporate recognition platform that links producers and service providers with the ultimate consumer. Emmanuel Toh, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
Oh, congratulations to Lulu.
Congratulations.
Leto.
And did you see Emmanuel Toh up there?
I did.
I don't know that he had, instead of Stephen Leto, he had Emmanuel Toh, but, you know, Leto had an entourage, including Melita Oletenges.
And he was kitted up for it, wasn't he?
Looking good.
Man.
And the ladies were looking amazing.
Eish, well done, guys.
I saw Lillian's name there. I need to find out whether she also won something. Yeah.
Okay.
On the screen.
Well done, all. Well done. Congratulations. Royal Media Services, #1 all the way. Let's take another break. Come back. Citizen Planet is up next. Keep tweeting at Kananga Jeff.
Ato Barrows at Citizen TV Kenya.
Hashtag is Sunday Live. Sunday Live takes a break. We'll be back in the meantime. Coming up.
Coming up on Citizen Planet, we tell you how Kisumu entrepreneurs are converting water hyacinth into clean energy.
Mkulima wa mahindi, usisumbuliwe tena na viwavi jeshi au fall armyworm. Kenagro tunakuletea dawa ya Emaron inayomaliza fall armyworm kwa mahindi kwa kikamilifu. Emaron huwa wadudu hawa kutoka mayai hadi wadudu waliokomaa. Nyunyizia Emaron punde unapoona dalili za fall armyworm kwa kipimo cha mililita 10 kwa maji lita 20. Emaron inapatikana katika Agrovet iliyo karibu nawe popote nchini. Emaron, mwosho mmoja wa fall armyworm kutoka Kenagro.
Kote nchini mbele tuendelee, mbele Kenya tuendelee,
Kenya twende mbele. NCBA, go for it.
Mr. Loverman, I'm done with you. Mr. Loverman, you ain't no better. Mr. Loverman, I'm done with you. Mr. Play.
Kupata huu wimbo, kama sikiza tune yako, bonyeza *811 *575 harsh. Kumbuka, sikiza na Citizen ndo nyumbani kwa wasanii wote.
Experience Swiss-based education in the heart of Nairobi. With practical, hands-on skills, we prepare you for the dynamic world of culinary arts and patisserie or international hospitality management. Travel the world and gain global work experience through our international placement network as you shape your career as the next global future leader in hospitality. Welcome to the Boma International Hospitality College. May intake is ongoing.
Cooking kuku for the whole family doesn't need to be tricky anymore. With Kikoman, making delicious Kikoman stew kuku is fast and simple. Kuku stew ikiwa tamu, get together ni fiti. Kweli, kuku ni kuu na Kikoman.
Wasan, ile stick ya zero sugar ni nini?
Ujui Club Zero? Hebu nikushow.
Festive seeded bread, zero added sugar, high in fiber and protein.
Mkate zero sugar.
Soma lebo.
Sasa Mama Tosh, kwa wewe kwa Club Zero?
Nikose nichekwe.
Aya, nipe mbili, moja ya babu, ingine ya shosho. Shush. Mkate ya Club Zero, imagine.
Festive Zero and Festive Wholemeal, zero added sugar and reduced salt. Napenda. Asante sana mwanangu.
Na hii Festive Wholemeal ni yako babu. Imepunguzwa chumvi, soma lebo.
This is very good. Hii mkate ya Heritage ina chumvi nyingi, alafu ni ngumu.
Karibuni Club Zero.
Carefully read the food label before consuming your products. The balanced recipe with reduced salt and zero added sugar is good for you and your family.
Running out of water again? With PowerTank, never worry about water shortages. PowerTank has been awarded the prestigious Super Brand status in East Africa for quality, reliability, and distinction. PowerTanks are crafted from food-grade polyethylene, UV stabilized and double-layered for unparalleled durability. Backed by a 10-year limited warranty and an expected lifespan of 30 years plus, we offer free nationwide delivery. Buy online or call 0779 000 000 today to get your PowerTank. Feel and chill with PowerTank.
Mabrother, chekini story fulani la penjuzi mtani record manze.
Lakini bro, kazi itakuwa tu ni kujaza simu na hizi mavida.
Ai, kujinice tu kaka.
Mwananchi ndani huyo anarada medalia pesa.
Leta tenje ni kushow vile tutaomoka. Citizen Digital wako na platform fulani kwa site yao inaitwa Wananchi Reporting. Hapa unaweza tuma story yako kwa website yao ama kwa app yao ya Citizen Digital. Na kama hiyo process ni ngumu, unaweza tuma story kwa email yao, WhatsApp number ama uitumie kama SMS.
Alafu gani napataje bro?
After story yako imepublishiwa, hapo ndo una receive 1000 kwa simu yako.
Bro, au umenichanua.
Don't just witness the news, be part of breaking it. Download the Citizen Digital app and share your story with Wananchi Reporting today.
Citizen Digital.
It is exactly 47 minutes past the hour. Welcome back to Sunday Live here at Citizen Television. On to our weekly feature, Citizen Planet. Olive.
For decades, water hyacinth has plagued Lake Victoria, choking its waters and crippling the fishing and maritime industries, leading to losses estimated at 3 billion shillings. But now, an ambitious project along the lake's shores is transforming this invasive weed into a powerful resource by converting hyacinth into biogas. The initiative is fueling kitchens and food dryers, helping to to cut post-harvest losses. As Laura Otieno reports, the biogas plant isn't just tackling the hyacinth problems, it's also utilizing organic waste from Dunga Beach, turning the area into a model for sustainable waste management and clean energy production.
As the sun casts its golden rays upon Lake Victoria, Geoffrey Omondi rises with it, ready to take on the day's work. One stalk at a time, he shreds a fresh batch of harvested water hyacinth. The rhythmic motion blending with the morning's quiet hum. Nearby, a separate bucket holds a heap of vegetable waste collected from local hotels waiting to be processed. Since 2018, Geoffrey and his team of young innovators have been breathing new life into organic waste from Dunga Beach. Turning discarded remnants into biogas, a renewable energy source that fuels both homes and hope.
Mwanzo hapa Dunga uchafu ilikuwa mingi zaidi. Kabisa kila mahali kulikuwa kumetapakana uchafu. Lakini tangia tukuje na idea ya kusanya takataka na kuvitumia kwa njia nzuri ambayo inatuletea manufaa, Dunga Beach ikaanza kutengenezeka.
About 300 meters away, 19-year-old Byron Otieno is hard at work. Alongside his colleague, he meticulously sorts through the waste at a beachside bin, separating plastics and glass from the rest. It is a routine they have mastered. Day after day, ensuring that recyclable materials are set aside while organic waste makes its way to the biogas plant, where it will be transformed into sustainable energy. One man's meat is another man's poison. For years, water hyacinth has been declared a menace in Lake Victoria. However, once this weed is in short supply, the plant uses organic waste collected from the Dunga Fish Market in order to generate energy.
Ambayo biogas yenyewe inatusaidia kwa upishi, tuko na dryer wakati ambapo hatuna jua kama sasa hivi. Kuna wale akina mama ambao huwa wanaleta omena kutoka kwa wavuvi na tunawafanyia drying ikauke kupitia kwa biogas. At the fish market, a thick cloud of smoke billows into the air. A stark reminder of the reliance on traditional fuels. In a forgotten corner, a biogas burner sits unused, gathering dust. A silent testament to the challenges of transitioning to cleaner energy. According to the 2022 Kenya Economic Survey, 1.9 million households in Kenya still rely on firewood as their primary cooking fuel. In response, the Ministry of Energy introduced a behavior change communication strategy the same year, aiming to boost the adoption of clean cooking fuels. Yet, uptake remains uneven, with only 30% of rural households and 54% of urban households making the switch.
People care about their pocket more than they do about the environment. And it's not just the small person. It's also hotels, lodges, camps. The green movement is only going to be effective to them if it starts bringing money into the business. So people won't go green unless it is economically viable, economically beneficial to them.
Hiyo moto yao ni strong. Kama unaona sahi kuna moto. Sasa ni strong. Ukiweka hata kuchoma omena, sana kuchoma omena ni mzuri sana. Inaenda haraka. Kuni iko na moshi, lakini biogas haina moshi. Sasa hapo itakusaidia. Juu moshi ikiingia kwa kifua lazima ilete tena madhara.
Aligning with the UN's SDG 7 of ensuring access to affordable, reliable, sustainable and modern energy for all by 2030, the biogas digester offers a scalable solution for managing invasive plants and organic waste. It can be installed in areas grappling with an influx of mazenga weed, Cactus opuntia, or other biodegradable waste, converting them into clean energy. Kenya generates an estimated 3,500 tons of waste daily, with 80% of it classified as organic, according to NEMA. Harnessing of this waste for biogas production not only provides a sustainable fuel alternative, but also creates employment opportunities, turning waste management into an economic and environmental win.
There is no such thing as waste. Nature, before humans came along, everything, absolutely everything was recycled. By managing waste at source, you stop it going to the dump sites. So the waste from here, Dunga Beach, has not gone to the dump sites since 2018, 2019, when we took over the skip that they have here.
Saizi siwezi kujiingiza kwa drugs, crime, naweza ku my needs. Zingine I'm keeping for to continue with my education. Ningependa kusoma accounting.
The biogas produced here does more than just fueling kitchens. It also powers this chicken brooder, keeping day-old chicks warm. Meanwhile, a collection tank stores liquid fertilizer, a valuable byproduct of the biogas process, enriching the soil for local farmers. One leaf at a time, this digests a standstill at Dunga Beach, a testament to the fact that even challenges like invasive waste can be transformed into opportunity. Every cloud indeed has a silver lining. Laura Otieno, Citizen TV.